All right, very good, Nicole.
All right. This is video number 1. Today is April 19th, 2015.
Video number 1.
And Bob is going to tell Leo and Calvin. No, he told you that story earlier. We'll record that one another time. You can scooch closer to Bob so you can be in the video too. So Bob is going to tell about one of his first jobs. Leo, let's listen to Baba, okay? He tells really good stories.
This is a true story.
The true stories are the best stories.
That's right.
It's what I remember. One of my very first jobs, and I don't think I was certainly not older than either of you. And around the corner from where we lived, 47th 13th Street, Newark, New Jersey, there was a meat market. It's called Garubo's Meat Market. And the owner was a guy named Mike Garubo. Nice guy. I can still remember him. But he gave me a job. And it was after school. I would go to the meat market. And I don't know if they still do it today, but in those days, the meat markets had sawdust that they would spread on the floor. And they had a refrigerator with, a counter where you could look at the meat you wanted to buy, and the freezer was in the back where the heavy stuff was that he would cut up. And then they also had a cutting block. It was a large block table, maybe, I don't know, 2.5 feet square, weighed a ton. And that's where he would do all the cutting for the customers. So at the end of the day, that block had to be scraped with a steel brush to get the particles of meat off and out of the wood, because if you didn't, the meat could create problems, rotting and stuff like that. So my job was to come in and to sweep up the sawdust that was on the floor, throw that away, and then spread fresh sawdust. And then before that was done, I had to scrape the block with this steel bristled brush, scrape it, and make sure the top was absolutely clean and free of any scraps of meat. And then after that, then I would do the sweeping and fill in the fresh sawdust. And if he needed something to be taken out of the freezer or put in the freezer on hooks and needed some help, I would do that too. So at the end of and also I had a bicycle, so I used to deliver meat to people in the neighborhood who ordered it. So I was working, and for that I got $50 a week.
$50.
Yes, $50 a week.
That was your payout.
That was my pay. And I was happy to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first stop I would make would be at the candy store, which was a half a block away, to buy any new funny books that were delivered to the candy store.
What's a funny book?
Comic books.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Superman, Donald Duck, all those books.
Bugs Bunny, maybe?
No.
No Bugs Bunny?
I don't remember any Bugs Bunny comic books, actually.
Bugs Bunny's good.
It's funny, but you mentioned there were dozens of different publications, but Marvel Comics was with Superman and Captain Marvel, and, Shazam and all that kind of stuff. But that's what I would do.
And you would go after school every day?
Yeah.
Every day?
Every single day. And Saturdays.
And it was 50 cents a day or 50 cents a week?
A week.
A week.
Wow.
I'm telling you, but it was something to do, and I felt very good because I earned my own money. I didn't have to ask my mother for money for buying comic books.
I don't know if you have any butchers around here, though.
This was the old neighborhood butcher.
Well, in those days, everything was walkable. The
Yeah.
supermarket, that's in quotes, around the
And
corner.
then once in a while, not very often, once in a while, if I delivered some meat to one of the customers, I'd get a tip.
A little some extra.
Yeah, a little, you know, a dime or a nickel or something like that. But we're talking 70 years ago. More than 70 years ago. When half a buck was worth a lot of money. That
That's
was a
right.
lot of money. And a quarter was a lot, and a dime tip, forget about it. That was a whole company. It was great. And next door to the meat market, there was a grocery store. In the grocery store, they had those Coca-Cola
Chest?
cooler chest.
Yeah.
You know, where you buy the Coke, take the Coke out yourself, and then take the top off because they had a little topper attached to it. And then every few days, I would stop in. Everybody knew everybody by their first name, and I'd empty the bottle cap holder, and I'd use the bottle caps. All the kids in the neighborhood had skateboards. Skateboard was a length of 2x4, maybe 3 feet, something like that, 4 feet. And then what we would do is check the garbage in the area to see if anybody threw away any roller skates. And then we'd take the roller skates and nail them underneath the 2x4. So, you know, and then we'd get empty orange crates and nail them to the 2x4, and then put some handles and nail them to the orange crate so that we had a little motorcycle. And if you were really inventive, we get an empty tin can, you know, for vegetable cans or something like that, and we attach that to the front of the orange crate, and then we put a candle in there. And that night we would light the candle, and that was our light.
That's a nice.
And the roller skates, if you were lucky, there were different styles, different type of roller skates. Some of them had ball bearings where they could change their angle. Otherwise, they were solid skates, and you could only skate in one direction. You find those and you put them on your skateboard. You could maneuver it. So and that's what we did. It was a long time before I was able to buy my own bicycle.
And then the bottle caps, did you nail those onto
Nailed
the
the
skateboard?
bottle caps onto the orange crate and
For
for decoration.
That is very awesome. I wish I could do that.
Well, it was work, but you know, everybody had their roller skate, and you hear that all day long, rolling up and down the street. And if we weren't there, then we'd be in the playground. In those days, playgrounds were always filled after school till they closed at 8 o'clock at night. I think it was 8 o'clock at night.
I didn't know play parks closed.
Loaded with kids. And today, you drive past schools with schoolyards, and there's nobody in the schoolyards. Today, all the, you know, lots of organized sports, but in those days, there was no organized sport, except if you were in high school. So, everybody that was in the area would be in the playground, and you choose sides for whatever sport you were getting involved in. The good part about that was, in organized sports, only the kids who had talent played. But in the sports, when you were in my era, everybody played because everybody was chosen. They may have been chosen last, but everybody was chosen. So they were all on a team, and they all got a chance to compete, and they learned. And no kid, you know, was destroyed psychologically because he was not a team. He may not have been very good, but he was part of a team. That was very important for all the kids. And everybody played until their parents came at night and dragged them out of the schoolyard. And on weekends, the schoolyards were locked, and they had 15-foot chain link fences. So we climbed the fences and get on the other side. And nobody said anything bad. You know, they were happy. And we played all Saturday, all Sunday, and the gym teacher was generally in charge of everything that went on in the playground. And because he knew all the kids, and he knew the kids he could trust and the kids he couldn't trust, and then the kids he could trust, he would give them equipment to play, because he knew that the playground was going to be busy all weekend. So we got bats, softball, basketballs, whatever we needed, so that when we chose teams, we had equipment that we could use to play ball. And we played ball every minute. And when we taking a little break, we climb back over the fence and we go to the candy store on the corner, and we get a soda or some ice cream or something to relax, and then we go back into the playground and finish playing.
Climb over the fence again.
Climb over the fence again. That's right. And that was our life. I mean, that's what we did all the time. The school's still there. The playground, last time I saw it, didn't have any fence around it, because I don't think anybody uses it anymore. But
a couple play parks here in Milltown, and they're not fenced in. You go anytime you want, right? Why don't we, before the fog gets too big, why don't we end part one?
Okay.
The 30 is a sound fun video.